Jumbo fellow adventurers, welcome back to normal as far as the holiday being just passed. In the United States, of course, we had Memorial Day yesterday, so I took a day off. Hope you're all rested and ready to rock. I've got a new question that keeps recurring. So, to synthesize the different instances of its arrival, Mike, how do you keep the faith? Mike, I'm tired. When is it okay to let go of a dream? When to give up, not your life, but the pursuit of something that you've been wanting to manifest for a long time? For those, or if I'm misunderstanding the question and they're thinking of ending their life, there's a spiritual tune up specifically on suicide from 3 or 4 weeks ago. Please check it out on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. But to answer the question about keeping the faith towards a dream, being exhausted and overwhelmed, wanting to make something come true that he's eluded you for years, if not decades. Is it ever okay to let go of it? A couple of thoughts on this. First, what jumps out at me is the recognition that there's got to be some kind of imbalance here when someone's talking about, letting go of a dream. Okay, it kind of paints a picture of me that there's too much focus in their life on what they don't have, and it's overwhelming, and it's been there so long, and they've always wanted to heal, or they've always wanted abundance, or they've always wanted their partner, or whatever it is, and it's like this vacancy in their life is blinding them to all else. Now, this is not to be accusatory. I have gone through spells in my life, of course, where there was frustration and disappointment at the slow lack of progress in my life. But one of the best things you can do to grease the wheels for fast change within a particular area of your life is to focus on other areas of your life while not losing sight of the dream. Another point I wanted to make here. Here we go. So often we go from one dream to the next dream to the next dream. And in life, I think that's part of our modus operandi. At one point, I would reflect on myself and everybody I know and think, why is everyone all about changing their life? Are we a pathetic bunch of people who are just never satiated? And as I dwell on any topic, which is where I get my answers, I am ultimately illuminated. I'm not unique here. But dwelling on that, it was like, wait a minute, this is the trait of the divine within us. This is the hallmark of our majesty. God doesn't ever get to a place and say, well, I'm pretty full. I don't think I'm going to change anything anymore. Or, I'm going to take a holiday for a couple trillion years. God, divine intelligence, of which we are one, is on this quest of expansion, learning, growth, more, better, cooler, wilder. And it's our choice to make that journey joyful by focusing on the fact that we get to even do it and not forgetting the other dreams of ours that have come true. Or we can be on that journey and be like, oh man, this is so much work. There's always another question to answer. There's always another realm to explore. When am I ever going to be finished? Same journey, different perspectives. It is the trait of the divine within us that pushes us on to become more and more and more and more, which does not mean you need to put your happiness off for that dream coming true. Do you realize, because this is the trait of the divine within us, you will always want stuff you don't yet have, to be someone you aren't yet being, to experience something that you've never experienced. For eternity plus, you and I and all consciousness will always want stuff that we don't yet have. It's trait of the divine within us. That doesn't mean you're not going to get it. You will get it. Your life is proof. You manifest here, there, and everywhere. But the day you manifest it, within a couple of weeks, you're like, oh my gosh, I could have gone a little farther. Oh my gosh, check out this corridor. Oh my gosh, I have new friends that I want to do whatever with. And so once you get here, you see there. And once you get there, you see there. So the instant you are satiated, you have more desires. And the instant you get those, you have more desires. Choose to enjoy this adventure or choose to look at it as a labor. It's your choice. But the fact remains, you will always have a divine sense of incompletion. Spark of God alive and well in you. So if you're putting off your happiness until the day you feel complete, that day's not coming. That day is never coming. So here's the deal. Be happy even as you choose to expand, to create, to manifest. And then you never have the question, when should I give up? Why am I so tired? You're so tired because you're focusing on that which you don't have instead of giving yourself credit for all that you've already created, that you even have life, that you have the ability to ask these questions, that you've got a dog or a cat or clothes on your back or a roof over your head. You're rocking this thing. There are people the world over who would give their front teeth for a year in your shoes. So celebrate who you already are, what you already have. Do not put off your happiness for some future manifestation. Yes, pursue it, but don't put off your happiness for it. Okay, I better wrap it up right there. Thanks so much for the great questions. The questions, ask them below on Facebook or Instagram, and I will get to them as quickly as possible. Also, we are less than a week away from the 21-day visualization project. This is so much fun. We already have thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon, no exaggeration, of people already signed up. Will you join us? Every day I'm going to walk you through a guided visualization of about 4, 5, or 6 minutes. There'll be a little workbook. There'll be some tips in that workbook on how to harness visualization, the power of your thoughts. There'll be a few little really fun assignments. You're going to have a forum to meet other peeps who are doing this with you. You can support each other, challenge each other, ask each other questions. I'll be there chiming in twice with live broadcasts during this 21-day project. Click the link below or swipe up on Instagram and get on board before this ship sails, the 21-day visualization project. Have an amazing week, the best of your life so far. Tally ho!